They crossed into Tanzania just before Monday's parliamentary elections. The votes are being counted even though opposition parties boycotted the poll. Haru Mutasa is in the capital, Bujumbura.
Renisa Kumwami was killed by a stray bullet hours before voting in parliamentary elections began in Burundi. She was nearly 4. Her father tried but couldn't save his firstborn child.
I had gunfire. I rushed out to fetch my daughter. I was carrying her back to the house. She was hit by a bullet. I have lost my firstborn and my only daughter I loved so much.
People in Burundi are waiting for results of Monday's parliamentary election. The Electoral Commission says there was a massive turnout of the nearly 4 million registered voters, even though most opposition parties boycotted the polls. Many here worry about the future of Burundi.
A lot of people say they want the crisis to end. They want to move on with their lives. They hope there'll be no more violence as the country prepares for the presidential election in a few weeks.
After more than 2 months of protests against President Pierre Nkurunziza's bid for an unconstitutional third term, the international community withdrew much-needed aid, Burundi's economic lifeline. Its currency, the franc, has lost 25% of its value. It's becoming more difficult to do business here.
So it becomes actually impossible to rotate your goods and make sure that you always have stock. It's very hard for us to get dollars from the banks, and then if you talk to bankers, they have the same problem: is that foreign currencies are really hard to get.
The United Nations says nearly 10,000 people fled the country during the weekend ahead of Monday's parliamentary election.